Hey friend, welcome in. This is the Short Kings Challenge with James Madison University, where we only use players under 6 feet tall. In this episode, we are going to be finishing Season 1, where we will hopefully be on the verge of a bowl game, and we do still have an outside shot at a conference title, so we are hoping to make our way towards that as well. And that's where the real fun begins, because after the year is over, we will be purging our roster completely of any traces of any lanky, gangly fools that happen to be over 6 feet tall that have just kind of been sitting out this year, and replacing them with our recruiting class that we're bringing in of nothing but short kings 5'11 and under. Some details: we are in Heisman mode with some sliders involved. We play in coach mode. Most of our players are going to be under that 5'11 mark. However, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, you can't find them 5'11 and under. We do extend that to 6'2 and under for the O-line and the D-line, just to make it work for us. We got off to a little bit of a slow start. We started 1-3, but have won our last 2 games against Marshall and then at Georgia Southern. So we're looking to turn things around, hope to finish strong, and making real play for the conference title. Our 3 primary offensive weapons are quarterback Davi Belfort, freshman, that kind of just got thrust into the position. He was our only quarterback eligible for the Short Kings Challenge, so sitting at 5'11". He has 904 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions on the year. Been a bit of a struggle for Davi, but he does one thing really well, and that is hand the ball off to our legend, George Petaway. Sitting at 5'10", he's already got 943 yards in just 6 games, 7 touchdowns, 7.1 per carry average. He has been our backbone. He's basically the one responsible for our 3 wins this year for sure. Then we have our wideout, Braden Cheese Whiz Wislowski, sitting at 5'10", 355 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. With this challenge, we basically have nothing but slot receivers, so there's not a whole lot of downfield action going on right now. We're hoping to bring maybe some guys with some leaping ability that might be able to stretch the field a little bit later, but Braden Cheesewiz Wislowski has been the most consistent quote-unquote deep threat that we've had this year for sure. So we got some important games coming up here. First game is going to be against Georgia State, and then we play 2 out of the 3 conference leaders. We play Appalachian State, and then we get into it against Troy, hoping to take at least 2 out of 3 of these games, and it's going to put us in a good position for the rest of the season. Let's get into it. Georgia State comes in at 67 overall. We are sitting at 72 overall, so they are 5 worse points than us. Seems like this should be a game we should be winning. They do have a dual threat quarterback in Cameron Brown. They also have a halfback, shifty freshman Xavier Butler, who's sitting at 80 overall. That could be a cause for some concern, but we'll see what we can do. A win here would be 3 wins in a row and launch us towards a successful second half of the season. 3rd and inches. I think we'll just force it up the gut here with our man Petaway. Back. He's got room. He's going to burst through. George Petaway taking it all the way. Doing just what he does. With his 8th touchdown of the year, George Petaway continues to carry this team on his back. He may not be in the Heisman conversation, but with his numbers, he's got to be in the running back of the year talks. George Petaway doing it again. Big 3rd and 1 here. Georgia State creeping into field goal position. Brown drops back. He's going to throw it. Kevin Roberts bursts through the seam. Brings him down. Big Kevin Roberts. 4th down, and they're going to punt it away from here. 3rd and 7 on our own 20. Davi's going to have to throw for it here, which we don't love. Drops back to pass. Tries to get it to Wislowski, but it's picked off. He's running towards the end zone, brought down, but inside the 20 and by the 10. Davi with his 10th pick of the year. Georgia State now in prime position to take the lead. 2 good first downs. We got him to a 3rd and 10. Brown's going to drop back. Steps up. Is he going to... Nope, he's going to sling it over the middle. It's caught. That's Riles over the middle. Touchdown, Georgia State. And just like that, they are going to take the lead and make it 10-7. JMU down. Well, I'm going to be real with you guys. It has been an ugly game. We're in overtime, 16-16. We're on third down now. Davi's going to drop back to pass. Finds Petaway in the backfield. Can he make somebody miss? No, he's brought down. 4th and 4. The way our offense has been going, I think we just have to kick this and hope for the best. Suarez splits the uprights. First possession of overtime is a field goal. No choice but to stop him now. State's got it 2nd and goal. Can't seem to put a stop to him. Gonna have to make something happen here. Brown drops out to pass over the middle again. It's Grimes. Grimey does it to us again. Over the middle and game over. Georgia State takes down James Madison. Another overtime loss. Another one possession loss. James Madison just cannot seem to come up in the clutch. Cameron Brown with over 200 yards on the day, 70%. Another home loss as well. They keep losing at home. Boys need to gather together, come back strong, because the next 2 games are against conference leaders. Welcome to Boone, North Carolina, where we take on Appalachian State. JMU has fallen to 3 and 4. Appalachian State still riding high, 5 and 1 on the year, 2 and 0 in the conference. They have some talent on their roster for sure. Running back Shakari Lewis, sophomore, 83 overall. Have a beast of a linebacker in Colton Fayers, 85 overall. He has 92 play recognition, 90 tackle. It's definitely a force to be reckoned with in the linebacking core. They do have a quarterback, Malachi Singleton, pocket passer, only 72 overall, so hopefully we could focus, put stress on him, make him throw the ball, and come away with the victory today. Big third down coming up. Shakari Lewis has already been carving us up for well over 20 yards. Got him to a 3rd and 4. Singleton's going to drop back. Martavis breaks through, and he's going to bring him down. Huge third down sack for Amar Thomas. That's going to bring up a long 4th down for Appalachian State.
First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
3rd and long for James Madison and the Dukes. This has historically spelled disaster for Davy Belfort. See if he can do something different here and make something happen. He's going to drop back to pass. Start to roll to the right. He might have Cheese Whiz in the corner. He finds him, and Cheese Whiz keeps his toes in, and they pick up the long 3rd down conversion. Great bring-in by Cheese Whiz there. 3rd and 5 from their own 45. Dravi drops back. Slings it over to the left. Whiz is breaking out of double coverage, and he's got it inside the 25-yard line. The Davi and Wazlowski connection is real this game, tearing up the Appalachian State secondary. Well, it's 4th and goal again, and I think we're sick of doing this whole field goal thing. We are going to go for 6, get this in the end zone. Kicking 4 field goals last game did not work out for us, so we're going to have to put up some real points here against the conference leaders. And give Davi the right routes to make a play here. He'll drop back to pass, look around, he's going to jump into space, he's going to take it forward, and he's in the end zone. Davi Belfort takes it himself, and James Madison takes the lead 10-0 against the conference leader, Appalachian State.
You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play down.
2nd and 10. It's been an effective drive. Solid dose of George Petaway and Nick Herman with pretty good chunks of rushing yards all this drive. See if Davi Belfort can take advantage of a play-action pass here. Snap. He's going to find Mines over the middle of the crossing route. Mines is going to take it in for the touchdown. And can you believe it? James Madison is up 17-0 on the conference leader, Appalachian State. Jaden Mines, our 4th wide receiver, but he is our 2nd slot guy, taking full advantage of the opportunity and making it count.
No doubt about
3-score lead for James Madison. Second and 7. JMU maintain their commanding lead. Singleton, play action pass, gonna drop back. Lofts it over, drops it in a bucket. And that's Desmond James gonna take it all the way. Oh no. Just like that, App State are back in this game. In the blink of an eye. Desmond James taking it to the house from the other side of the field. Lofted pass with nothing but acres of space. App State once again threatening, knocking on the door. Second and goal. Singleton will hand it off to Lewis. Lewis slams his way in. And all of a sudden, we are back to a one-possession game. This cannot be another JMU collapse. Gotta respond here before the third quarter ends. Second and 9. We cannot give him back the ball without scoring points here. Back to pass. He's got Mines cutting across the right. Mines has it again. Mines across the 40-yard line. And Jaden Mines having himself a game in Appalachian State territory. Let's keep driving. First and goal on the 1. Managed to make it all the way down here. You know who we're going with. It's Petaway. Can he get it in? He does. Touchdown, George Petaway. And James Madison will reclaim the 2-possession lead with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. George Petaway does it again. Busting through the line. And a late little dive in the air there. Didn't notice that. For good measure. I like it. We are going to go for 2 here. Try to make it a 2-touchdown lead. See if we can hit one of these hook routes. Davi drops back. Can't find anyone scrambling to the right. This is trouble. Not going to happen. And the lead will stay at 12. Third and inches here from around the 50. We are just trying to salt the game away. Try to pick up this first down. Petaway up the middle. A little hop step to the left. Petaway's got room. He's going to break free. And he's going to take it all the way. George Petaway is going to put this game to bed. What a run. What a jump step by Petaway. Just trying to get the short first down. Hops to the left. Has nothing but space in front of him. And takes it to the house. And that should do it. Fourth and goal. Up 33-14. But we don't take knees here in rivalry games. We're going to try to put as much salt in the wounds as possible. Dave drops back to pass. Over to the left, he's going to find Michael Scott for the touchdown. That's our favorite paper company boss right there, Michael Scott, making the grab and putting an exclamation point at this victory. Brings it in, sits down. What a victory for James Madison. Coming off a bad loss, taking on the conference leaders. 39-14. What a win. Davi played well. 10-16. He had 2 touchdowns. But again, George Petaway doing his thing. Another 200-yard game, 2 touchdowns. Continues to carry this team. Welcome. We have one more game until the recruiting break. We are facing Troy. They are the other conference leaders. 5-2. They are undefeated in the conference at 3-0. They have some beastly players on defense, including Donnie Smith, an 88 overall edge rusher with 95 finesse moves and 91 acceleration. They also have a quarterback named Goose. I mean, it's hard not to be envious of that. Goose Crowder, senior. This would be a huge step if we could win against both conference leaders in the Sun Belt. It would be a huge boost on the way to the end of this year. Been a pretty tame first half, to say the least. We're up 6-3 on the 1, threatening to go in. 3rd and goal, hoping to score a touchdown right before halftime. We're going to snap the ball. We're going to hand it to our fullback, Cromwell. Cromwell sneaks it in. It's a touchdown. James Madison scores right before halftime. Up 12-3, and you know they were focused on George Pettaway, and Seth Cromwell was able to just sneak the ball in relatively untouched. Huge score right before the half. Third quarter up by 10. They are at a 4th and goal on the 1. This would be huge if we could come up with a big stop here. They're going to run it out wide, pitch to the left, and there's no one there to stop them. It's Merriweather. He rocks us to sleep. And Troy is going to cut this within a field goal. Huge 3rd and 9 in Troy territory on the 45. Up 16-10. Just under 7 minutes to go. Davi's going to snap it. Drops back to pass. Does a little sidestep. He's going to find Wisłowski on the left-hand side. Wisłowski inside the 15. Cheese Whiz comes up with a huge play. And James Madison driving, trying to put it back up by 2 possessions. What a great move by Davi, finding enough time to find Cheese Whiz in space. Now 2nd and 9, trying to put this game away, out of reach from Troy. Davi hands it off to Nick Herman. Nick Herman's got space at the middle. Nick Herman's going to score. Touchdown, Nick Herman and the Dukes. Up by 12 with just under 6 minutes left. Nick Herman, with acres of space in front of him, takes it to the house. JMU got to go for 2 here, try to put it up by 14. Davi drops back, looks around, over the middle, out of reach. And it's not going to be good, but still a 12-point lead with just under 6 minutes remaining. And Troy has been waltzing down the field in this hurry-up offense. Little to no resistance from JMU here. 2nd and goal from the 6. Goose Crowder drops back. Goose finds TJ Lott across the middle, and TJ Lott's going to get it into the end zone. With plenty of time left, Troy scores. Makes it 22-16, a 1-possession game again. And once again, JMU is sweating this game. TJ Lott finds space and then just tucks it into the end zone. Game on. A huge 3rd down. Still 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the game. 3rd and 5. Troy has only used 1 timeout. Davi drops back to pass. Davi steps up. Davi's going to run for it. Davi cuts to the right and gets tackled. He had the space. I don't know what he was looking at. He had the space. We got to see this. Davi drops back to pass. Doesn't see anyone. I don't mind him keeping it. We want to waste the clock anyways. And there's so much space just straight up the middle. He decides to cut it to the right. Right in between 2 Troy players instead. He even had this big blocker in front of you. And he just cuts it to the right. Not great decision making by Davi. And we're going to have to give the ball back to Troy with plenty of time left. We got a 2nd and 10. Troy already past midfield. Goose is going to drop back to pass. Goose finds over the middle. A huge pickup inside the 30. Minute 15 left. I don't know where our defense went. They were playing well first 3.5 quarters. Now they're giving up huge chunk plays to Troy. Play action pass. Goose steps back. He's going to find someone over the middle, and that's a touchdown. That's Dortch. Holy. Another huge let off by James Madison. Goose just finds him cutting wide open over the middle for the touchdown. And JMU has 1 minute left, 3 timeouts to make a comeback and win this game now. Troy's going to go for this huge 2-point conversion here. We stop them. It's still 1. They score. It's going to be a field goal. Not enough time. He's got him. Stays a 1-point game. And here we go. Davi Belfort is going to have his medal tested here. Can he lead JMU to a historic comeback victory? 3rd and 5 on our own 39. Davi drops back to pass. Davi shoots to the right for Wiz. Wiz cannot grab it. We are down to our last down. It is 4th and 5. Last chance for Davi. We got one timeout left, 22 seconds. Davi drops back to pass. Davi goes over the left-hand side. He brought it in. He brought it in. Michael Scott makes the grab. Clock is ticking. 13, 12. Davi drops back to pass. Davi finds Wisłowski. Wisłowski inside the 35 to the 33. Do we have time for another play? I don't think we want to risk it. We're going to take the clock down to 2 seconds. We're going to call a timeout. We're going to leave it to our senior kicker, Suarez, to try to win this game at the last second. Will they ice us here? They will. 23, 22, 50-yard field goal for the win over Troy. It's up. Slow-mo. Does it squeak in? It squeaks in. Suarez takes us home. What a win. I didn't even see that it went in there. Got to see this angle. 50 yards away. Suarez. Game over. Back-to-back victories over the conference leaders. James Madison with a huge, huge win. So after 3 quarters of the season, James Madison finds themselves in 3rd place in the Sun Belt East Conference, 5-4 and 4-2 in conference. We did beat App State, who is in 1st place right now. We did lose to Georgia State, though. So a conference title run is still in the realm of possibility. But we're definitely going to need a win out to make it happen. And let's take a look at the awards watch list. And who do we see in number 4 for the Doak Walker Award? None other than George Pettaway himself in 4th place. I think he deserves to be 1st right now. But hopefully we can finish strong and get him up to 1st place. Definitely a major concern of his, though, is his wear and tear for the year. It's looking like he might be playing less and less as we move along. But hopefully he can still finish strong. Let's jump into recruiting. Tim Lynn, of course, our quarterback of the future. He's got great throwing power, 3-star recruit, pretty average accuracy down the line, but he can throw on the run. He's pretty agile, 86 speed, 86 acceleration, and he's got the headstrong trait and the winning time trait. So hopefully he can be a clutch time quarterback with us for years to come. And he has that hard commit, so he is ours. Orlando Helm, we're making big progress on him as far as being a good running back for this class. He's pretty average down the line. I'm not crazy excited about him or anything. But ball carrier vision is pretty huge in coach mode. 74 BC vision is pretty good for a 3-star, so we like to see that. No fullbacks, wide receiver. We have 3 good prospects on our board that we're 1st place in. Clay Lewis is the speedster, 92 acceleration, 90 speed. Pretty decent catching. Hopefully it can improve some, though. We're 1st on his board. John LeBourne ended up being 1st on his board. Not quite as fast with the acceleration, but his catching is a little better. And then we added Sean Butts. He does have the crossed out gym, but overall, I really like his route running. Yeah, I like Sean Butts. I cannot lie. I think he's gonna be all right. He'll be a good receiver for years to come. Of course, no tight ends. There's nothing really there. 6'2" and under, so we can't do tight ends. For the line, we still are looking good on Joseph Pugh as a good tackle, and then DJ Herr, we're making good progress on. We're gonna go ahead and go in hard on Devon Fogg. Try to get him. He's a 2-star, but he's looking good on his run block and pass block for a 2-star. So we're going to go for him for sure. Hopefully send in the house makes a huge difference. Centers, we have Chad Wilkins all but locked up. 3-star prospect. Dom Drew, another one that's looking good. And we haven't really started on the other 2 yet. But hopefully we can get both of these guys and maybe move them to another position. Our edge rushers, we have a 3-star Terrell Matlock. Average at best, I would say. But we definitely need some edge rushers. Gabe Janis is another one, 3-star. His acceleration could be high. I just don't have the hours to fully scout him. But he could be a steal, Gabe Janis. Defensive tackle, we haven't had much luck in. We were chasing some D tackles that we really liked, but they started committed elsewhere. So we're going in on Damian Slauson, sending 25 hours to him. We definitely need some tackles for next year, so hopefully we can make that work. No outside linebackers. Matt Ball, we're looking good on. Pretty much we're the only ones in the picture there. He's going to be a decent athlete, so we'll see if he ends up playing Mike or not. And then we just added these linebackers, so we'll see what we do with those guys moving forward. Cornerbacks, we just keep striking out on. We keep trying and trying. Nothing sticks. I feel like we're just going to have to invest heavily in the portal for cornerbacks. Free safety, we've been a little more lucky. We have Cesar Alvera, who has verbally committed to us. Theo Trusty, we're pretty much the only one looking like a promising thing on his board. Just added Jamison Kirkus the week before. We're already number 1 on his board. So these are good safeties. Nothing to write home about, really. Haven't even scouted Trusty yet, but hopefully they can develop into something special. No strong safeties. We did finally get a kicker that wants to play for us. Keon Kane, 3-star recruit. He has 84 kick power, 92 kick accuracy. He's going to be the one taking over for Suarez, who of course made that clutch kick to win the game last week. So that's where we sit right now. 3 games left, 2 road games, 1 game at home to end the year. We got Southern Miss, and then we play the independent UConn, and then we finish at home against Coastal Carolina. I think realistically a 2-1 finish is something that's likely to end 7-5, but if we could finish 8-4, maybe challenge for that conference title, that would be amazing. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where we'll take on the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. First game of the 3 games remaining for James Madison. Southern Miss comes in at 4-4. They have a senior-led quarterback. Ethan Hampton already has 2,400 pass yards, 15 touchdowns on the year. Their biggest threat is their receiver, Caden Sanders. Already has almost 800 yards, 80 receptions. We are overall better than them. We are 74 overall. They are just sitting at 69, so hopefully we can come in and take care of business. 3rd and 3 midfield. Snap, Davi drops back. He looks left. He finds Michael Scott. He's got it. What a great throw by Davi Belfort. He noticed the cornerback blitzing off the edge and actually lobbed it over. Great recognition by Davi. 3rd and inches from the 5. Try to pick up the first down here with Petaway. Up the middle. He's got the first and then some. He's in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for George Petaway. Continues to rack up the numbers and puts JMU up by a touchdown. Southern Miss threatening 3rd and 6. From the 11, Hampton drops back. He's got Dalton on the side. He's going to start creeping into there. Oh, he's in the end zone. That's a touchdown. Hampton to Dalton. Southern Miss is going to tie this up. 2nd and 5, just under a minute left. We run the option here. Belfort's going to keep it. He's going to get to the end zone. Dive. He's absolutely rocked, but he holds on to the ball and crosses the line. Davi Belfort with the touchdown. Just showing sheer determination. 2nd and long. Southern Miss trying to make something happen before the half here. Hampton drops back. He's going to scramble to the left. He chucks it up. Willis with the pick. He's going to take it all the way back. A pick 6 for Ken Willis. Just as the half ends. 40-yard pick 6 for Ken Willis. He was just reading Hampton's intentions the whole time as he scrambled to the left. Says, "That is mine," and then takes it all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. What a way to end the half. And Southern Miss never could recover from that turnover. Pick six right at the end of the first half. And JMU takes it pretty easily for the rest of the game. End up winning 34-17. Davi Beaufort, player of the game. Over 75% completion percentage for Davi. That's what we like to see. And we'll move on to the next one. Welcome to Hartford, Connecticut, where we take on the other independent team in UConn. JMU now comes in at 6-4 in the year. UConn sitting at 6-3 right now. They have a freshman quarterback they're led by, Jake Merklinger. He looks all right, but he is 74 overall. Nothing to write home about or anything. They have a running back, Kinji Christian Jr., 81 overall, and then a beast of a linebacker, and Kavon Sherman, a junior. Gonna have to watch out for him for sure. Not a conference game, so not as big of a deal, but would definitely like to take this victory home. Now UConn's gonna have it 4th and goal on like the inch line here. Can we make something happen? Because they're gonna go for it. In motion, Merklinger's got to keep it himself, and he finds the end zone. And just like that, UConn is going to go up by a touchdown. 2nd and 8. Looking to tie things up here. Davi drops back. Everyone's open in the middle. He finds Cheese Whiz. Braden Wislowski finds the end zone once again. That connection is still going strong. Braden Wislowski looking for the ball right over the middle. The whole team just kind of escorts him into the end zone, and we're going to tie this up. And here we go again. 3rd and goal from the inch line. See if we can do anything to stop him from getting in the end zone this time. They're going to hand it off to Kinji Christian. He's just going to go right on in. Touchdown, Huskies. And they are going to take the lead, 14-13. Well, here we go. 4th and 4. Now or never. Just over a minute left. Davi drops back. He finds Wislowski over the middle. It's not enough. He's stopped just shy of the first down marker. And we give the ball back to UConn. JMU got the ball back. 2nd and 10. We're driving. Davi drops back to pass. He's going to roll to the left. He's going to run for it. He's going to run for it. He's just shy and he fumbles the ball. UConn jumps on it. I don't believe it. I can't. We're in 2 minutes. I can't challenge this. Oh, Davi runs to the left. Just go out of bounds. He is down. That knee is down. That ball is in his hand. Hello, Booth review. Hello. Can that happen now? Hello, Booth? Can you guys intervene here? Booth, hello? What? He was down. Alright. Well, that sucks. Well, UConn's going to take this one. They take the knee. Rough way to end it there. 17-13. UConn over JMU. Here we go. Final game against East Carolina. If we win this, Georgia State loses. Conference title championship is ours. Let's get it. 3rd and goal. We're going to have to go to the air here with Davi. He drops back. Over the middle, he's got Wiz. Nobody beats him. It's the Wiz. Braden Wislowski with another touchdown this year. 2nd and 2. JMU looking to put this one to bed. Just 4 minutes left. Gonna hand it off to Herman. Herman bursts through. He's gonna make it all the way to the end zone. Nick Herman with the touchdown. Taking over for George Pettaway. Pettaway unfortunately had 1 carry at the start of this game. Had to call it quits after that one. After a really tough season of wear and tear. Now it's been the Nick Herman show, just under 100 yards in the day. And that will do it. We'll see what happens with Georgia State, how they did against Louisiana. Fate is out of our hands, but another victory for JMU, ending the season at 7-5. Davy Belfort with a great game, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, nearly 70% on the day. Nick Herman taking over for George Pettaway in a big way. Well, Georgia State ends up winning against Louisiana, and JMU ends up in a pretty substantial bowl game, the Salute to Veterans Bowl game against Eastern Michigan, who is a 62 overall team and somehow made it to this bowl game. I mean, credit to them making it to a bowl game at 62 overall, but I feel like we should just take care of business here and then head into the off season to start doing what we really need to take care of. 3rd and goal on the 7, already down a touchdown. Davi's gonna drop back, looks left, finds Wiz, gets it to him. Cheese Whiz in the end zone. JMU's got to tie this one up, make it 10-10 with just under 3 minutes left in the half. 2nd and 10, 18 seconds left in the half. Got time for maybe a couple more plays. We do have all of our timeouts. Davy drops back to pass, scans the field, shoots it right. He finds Jaden Mines. Jaden Mines gonna score. And just before the half, JMU's gonna go up 17-0. Jaden Mines scores the touchdown. Just finding space along with Wazowski, running together. And he's in there. 3rd and goal, looking to make some separation between JMU and Eastern Michigan here. Davy drops back to pass, scans the field, looks left. It's Mines again. Mines is in the end zone again for the 2nd time today, and Davy for the 3rd. And JMU takes the lead 24-10. 2nd and 4. They're in motion. No Kim. Play action. The ball's loose. I think that was McMullen busting through. And Amar Thomas, Mr. Right Time, Right Place, jumps on the fumble. And with just 3 minutes and 19 seconds left of the 3rd quarter, that might just be the dagger. Michael McMullen busting through, stripping the ball, and Amar Thomas jumping on it. 3rd and 10, trying to capitalize on the turnover. Davy drops back. He finds Jaden Mines for the 3rd touchdown of the game for him. Oh, there is pass interference. It's on the defense. The touchdown will stand. Jaden Mines was his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Davy Belfort with his 4th. What a way to end the season for Davy and Jaden. And it's 31-10. And that will do it. James Madison go on to win 31-17. We are the Salute to Veteran Bowl champions. They moved to 8-5 on the year. A great end to a great season. But the work is not done. Now we turn our attention to the offseason to complete the Short Kings Challenge, restructure this roster the way it should be, and move on from here. So James Madison finishes 8-5 on the year, 6-2 in the conference. Our only 2 losses in conference coming to the East and an eventual Sun Belt champion, Georgia State, who finished 8-5 as well. And then we also lost that overtime game to Old Dominion, which ended up costing us in the long run. As far as Heisman winners this year, it went to Sam Levitt. He had an absolutely bananas year. He had 5,083 yards and 40 touchdowns, along with 500 rushing yards. What a year. But he won the Heisman pretty handily. Ahmad Hardy had a really good year as well, though. 1,768 yards and 22 touchdowns. So definitely a couple good years for those Heisman and the Heisman runner-up there. As far as All-Americans go, we did have a couple, not first team or second team, but we had a couple freshmen meet the National All-American team, which is Michael McMullen, our defensive tackle, who falls under that 6'2", and then Camden Jennings, our cornerback, who falls under the 6 feet tall. Both good freshmen who will hopefully be around for a while. Camden Jennings, we do meet his deal breaker, but Michael McMullen wants at least a B pro potential. Yeah, we're F on that one, so he's going to up his price quite a bit, I'm afraid. As far as the Sun Belt is concerned, first team All-American, of course, we had George Pettaway there, finished with 1,600 yards, 11 touchdowns. Unfortunately, he met his wear and tear limit and just could not play the last few games there much at all. So he was a little capped on his numbers for the year, but still finished his first team Sun Belt All-American. And then we got Mar Thomas, our edge rusher, who also not a great deal breaker. He's going to be asking for quite a bit to keep him his senior year. And then McMullen, the freshman, also making it. And then we had our strong safety, Ken Willis, who had 3 picks this year, and Morgan Suarez, the kicker, senior, who had some clutch field goals as well, 25 of 29 on the year. As far as the bracket is concerned, Ohio State is the number 1 seed at 13-0, waiting on the winner of the other undefeated team in the bracket, Boise State, who's taking on Indiana. And then Miami, who's in these quite a bit, is 12-1 as the 2 seed. UCLA is in here quite a bit as a surprise, but usually see them creeping into the playoffs as well. And then Auburn making it as the 12 seed there. So we'll be checking in with that as the weeks go on. And we signed our offensive coordinator, Ryan Applin. There he is. All right, so Ryan Applin is a master motivator, which will help us quite a bit. So he's going to get quarterbacks going. He's got good running back. What I was looking for most was running backs recover wear and tear damage faster. That's going to be important if we're trying to bring Pettaway back. I imagine we will be, but we want to have him go for the full season and not just part of it. So that's why we wanted a master motivator. So hopefully Applin helps us that, and we're still looking for our DC on the year. But we are low on funds, that's for sure. Checking it on the bracket, Ohio State keeps on rolling. They are now 14-0, and they will take on Louisville, who took out Auburn and Texas Tech on the way. And Miami maintains their spot as the 2 seed. And they will take Texas A&M, who are the 11 seed, who took out Sam Leavitt and LSU, and Virginia just destroyed Virginia 45-17. And Miami are your 2026 national champions, taking care of Ohio State. No more undefeated teams remaining. Miami takes down the title. All right, let's take a look at NIL for next year. This should be scary. Davy Belfort, we cannot afford. He's got impact dev trait. You know, he's a freshman, but his deal breakers, brand exposure, he did all right. Almost 2,000 yards. He definitely improved as the year went on. 15 touchdowns, 12 picks. But yeah, there's just no way we're going to be able to afford him with that deal breaker. And with him already expecting 120, it's going to be at least 180. We just do not have that kind of money. We are going to spend that kind of money on George Pettaway. If we spend 170, that gets him all the way to green. He is the core to our team. We're going to have to handle his wear and tear a little bit better than we did this last year. But we definitely want George Pettaway back, which means we are not going to be able to bring back Nick Herman, who's asking just a little bit too much, and we have pro potential as his deal breaker, and that is not going to help us any. And then we're getting rid of, they may come back, but Lowry we need to get rid of. Fountain Raider is not requiring any NIL, so hopefully he just comes back that way. We're probably losing Wazlowski. Definitely would like to keep Cheese Whiz if possible. We'll offer him the 130. I mean, we could go as much as... It's just so much. You know, we'll put in 180 for him and see if he comes back. If not, then it's not worth any more than that. These other receivers are above 6 feet tall, so they need to go anyways. Michael Scott, we do want back. We do have his deal breaker at C-, but he's still not asking for that much above. So 55 is definitely reasonable for a 74 overall wide receiver. And then Harrison is above 6 feet. Trace Burney is someone we probably want to bring back, but a deal breaker. Jaden Mines we want as well. Oh boy. How high do we have to go on him? So 35 gets him to yellow. Normal dev trait. He was definitely unspectacular. 200 yards, 1 touchdown. We got 3 young receivers coming in for sure. But he's probably going to be overall better than any of them. And I'd be a little nervous about Scott, Burney, and Mines being our 3. Man, that just does not move the needle very much, does it? We'll offer 150. And all these tight ends can go because we don't run tight ends in our offense. Line, we are reshaping completely. We need them to be all 6'2" and under. I don't think we have any 6'2" and under guys. So we are redoing that. Willer can go. Manning can go. The tough one's going to be Amar Thomas. He's asking just for way too much. He was a beast. 10 sacks on the year. Led the team. But we just cannot afford that. As an edge, we could bring Gilliam back. But it's just not going to be worth it with that deal breaker. Defensive tackle, McMullen would be great to bring back, but we're not going to be able to afford McMullen. We are going to be able to afford Roberts, though, falling at 6'2" and under. So he will be our top D tackle, hopefully, next year. Too tall, too tall, too tall, too tall. Pierre Miller can play on our team. He's just a 60 overall freshman, so we welcome him back next year. Hooten we don't want back. Henley, no, these are linebackers now. They need to be 5 and 11 under, so all these guys can go. We would like Gannon Withersby back, but that's not going to happen with his deal breaker. Nick Jackson can go. Studio can go. We want Gian Harvey back, so we're going to put 35 on him. Camden Jennings, bless his soul, doesn't want anything. Freshman All-American, so we'll take that. And then we're going to have to spend a little bit on safeties if we want them, but I think we're going to have to let KJ Flo go. We have some free safeties coming in. And we got McGill, who is a sophomore. But we're going to pay to keep Willis. 35. These other guys can go. Scarborough fits the bill, so we might just give him 5 to keep him for sure. We're bringing a new kicker in. These punters can go. We have 10 unspent, and we'll see what Braden Wislowski says. All right, let's see who's departing. We know Belfort's gonna go. That's just the way it is. Nick Herman, no chance to persuade him. Wazlowski's not there, so he's gonna take that 150. Wow. Okay, we'll take that, I suppose. Getting rid of these tight ends, that's fine. Getting rid of these tackles. Guard, center. McMullen's gone. Pro potential. Thomas is gone. Yeah, we lose Weathersby. None of these guys we were really trying for. We're just giving them 0. Willis saying he's going, even though we paid him. We'll try to persuade him here. Maybe stay in. That's good. That's all there is. I only have 2 persuasions with JMU. Wow. Okay. All right, we're gonna do some budget shopping. That's for sure. We all we got is Tim Lynn coming in as far as quarterback is concerned. Here's Anderson, who's 5'11". And that is it, Anderson. Well, there's that. Not worried about halfback, not worried about receiver. Tackle is very concerning. Finding people 6'2" and under is even more concerning. Yep. Oh boy, okay. We're gonna add these guys. Two stars. Gonna run out of spots. Would like another edge rusher. Definitely can't afford these guys. 20 we can afford. Let's add him. Clendon. And that's all our spots. Sawyer Anderson. $475. We gotta ease our only hope as far as quarterback is concerned. And we got Tim Lynn, but then I imagine he's not gonna be ready for a year. So Anderson's only a redshirt freshman, but we'll have to see. I mean, yeah, there's probably going to be better than Pew off the bat. Yeah. Oh, he's asking for more though. Yeah, these are all redshirt freshmen. Here's a junior. Yeah, he's gonna be a little better. Edge rusher's a sophomore. Yeah, he's wanting some money though. Let's get rid of some of these guards. All right, so week 2 of the NIL transfer portal. We're gonna go hard on Sawyer Anderson here. Don't have any scouting on him, but he is the only quarterback in the portal that is under 6 feet tall, and we need somebody to compete with Tim Lynn. So we're gonna go for him there. Nothing new in halfback, nothing new in receivers. We're going for these juniors that are tackles. They should be a little bit better than the 3-star freshmen that we have. So these guys are probably, if we can get them, they're probably going to be our starters next year. So we're purging all of our 6'2" and over tackles. So Diaz and Roser hopefully are the guys that'll be starting for us next year. And then we're looking at some guards as well. Greg Vance is a redshirt freshman that's transferring to come in with our other freshmen as well. And then we added a couple centers to this as well. I like the look of Alatupuala. 81 run block, 77 pass block. Good to see. Clearly number 1 for him. Benny Patterson, 81 acceleration, 79 pursuit, kind of all around all right. All these other guys we had before, Slauson we had before. Added these 3 linebackers, just going in hard on them. We need to definitely replace all of our linebackers at this point, so hopefully these guys coming in can do just that. Oh gosh, you know what? These guys are all above the requirement. I don't know how that... I thought I had the filter on. These guys are not going to work. So we're going to get rid of these guys. Okay, we're going to be looking for some linebackers. All these guys are under the 6 feet requirement, including Menace, we're number 1 with now. We should probably actually schedule a visit for him. We'll do proximity, and then we'll add 25 hours to him as well, because we want to secure that one. We got our 2 cornerbacks coming in, awesome. Who we've had, boy, yeah, we got the visit happening, and then Cribs, we're trying to take over Western Kentucky. I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's see. Are there any linebackers? Just finding the linebackers under 6 feet is a tough one. There's one, but he costs 65, and we cannot be spending 65 right now. 5'10" Cole Searwright is a junior. Could be something. Deal breaker's terrible. Let's take a look at Mike's. 3-star signal caller. Bryson Banks. With a great playing style. Deal breaker. Definitely try to go in for him. We got Nigel Nelson for 5. They're already going for them. We would like some corners as well. We already got those guys, of course. Just can't afford them. Free safety, we're kind of in need as well. Two more spots. Oh, yeah, we already got these guys. Restar. 5'11". Alright, let's take a look at the linebackers. That should be the priority. Right, junior. Just curious. Yeah, he's probably going to be better than pretty much anything we have. Do the free. Let me sit in the house for him. We got 25 hours left. Let's get in on these guys. Spend the 5 on him for now, or the 10. Oh, he needs at least 5. You need nothing. Alright, we'll put 10 on him. 0 on him. And we'll see how that goes. Let's see what Sawyer says. Which is number 1 on his board. I don't know if we need to schedule a visit for him. I'm looking pretty good here. We overtook Kentucky. I don't even want to schedule a visit because we don't have anything good for him. So I'm just gonna keep 50 on him for now. We're looking good on Vance. All these centers were looking good. We got locked out of Hendrich, which is unfortunate. Benny Patterson. We have a good, yeah, playing time's not bad. Good on them. Slauson, we're fine. You're right, we're good now. 50 hours on them. Did I offer him a... Oh yeah, I did, okay. Okay, so minutes were looking good. Cash were still fine. Banks were nowhere to be found on his board. So let's in the house on these guys. I think we're losing out on cribs. Yeah, we're just gonna take him off the board. Alright, close on Pollard. Duke hasn't even offered it yet. We'll go ahead and just try to secure it with the 50. Oh, he does have a scholarship offer here. Proximity. Sure, we'll go for it. And we get Chad Wilkins, center. Pat him. Marcus Roser, good. Oh, that was it. Oh no, we got one more week. 4-4. Still looking good on Anderson. Roser verbally. Oh, no, he hard committed. Okay. And looking good on Diaz. Looking good on Pugh. Her. Very close on Fogg. Not a whole much more we can do about it, though. Good on Wilkins. Drew. Good, good, good. All those look good. Slauson should be right. C right's ours. Close with East Carolina there and getting cash. Looking good there. We took the lead for Nigel Nelson. I think Banks doesn't like the 0 scholarship very much. So it's very close. I don't think there's anywhere I can grab an extra 5 NIL from though, unless looking good on McKenzie. Just scout him. His visit is scheduled. We're looking on Pollard. Good there. Take this away. I don't think we're getting Kirkpatrick. Just take that down. Give the hours to Awesome. And snaps here. Already sending the house there. Let's see. Ooh, proximity to home. No one's offered. All right, let's see how we do. All right, NIL, Keon Kane, our kicker. DeAndre Menace, Mike linebacker, Jamison Kirkus, Gideon Cash. We got Sawyer Anderson, that's good. Peter Diaz, the right tackle, very nice. Vinny Patterson, our edge rusher. Cole Seawright, linebacker. Got Bryson Banks. Nigel Nelson, yes, we were competing for him. Pew, been having him for a while. DJ Herr. Terrell Matlock. Gabe Janis. Sean Butts, we like him. Cannot lie. Lando Helm, ended up getting him. Yep, that's one we were had for a while. Devon Fogg at right guard. Okay. Yep, we needed that D-tackle. Although Tapuyola, he was looking good with his numbers. That's good. Greg Vance. Jalen Pollard. Asia McKenzie, good. Ooh, I think we missed out on Awesome, yeah. Leveled up. Alright, National Signing Day. So we end up with Lynn, we end up with Anderson. These are our two quarterbacks that will be able to play with us next year. Orlando Helm. We got Clay Lewis, LeBourne, Butts. We did not get Caldwell. Ended up signing with Central Florida. Pew, Diaz, Roser. All our guards. All of our centers. All of our edge rushers. Got our 1D tackle, our 1 outside linebacker. All of our mics, very nice. Just the 1 cornerback could be trouble. We do have 2 good cornerbacks already, though, and we could probably switch one of these guys to corner if need be. And our kicker, there we go. And now position changes. Let's see what these guys are rated. Anderson's going to be a 70. I'm not sure what Lynn's gonna be. It does have impact dev trait. Pretty average all around. He's a pure runner just like Davi was, but I don't think his running stats are quite as good. Just do that. Helm comes in at a 64. Why didn't I see Lynn? Oh, he's an athlete, that's why. Alright. You are going to be my quarterback. It's a dual threat. Yeah, no way I'm doing anything else but quarterback. Pew's gonna be a tackle, I would imagine. Yeah. Let's wait. Well, I guess we'll put him somewhere for now. I think we were thinking edge rusher. And then ball. Oh, 69. So small. I don't know how good he would be here. I think he might be a linebacker. Okay, let's put him here for now. Okay, so there's Lynn, along with Anderson, 70 and 69. So we'll see how Anderson develops in the offseason. I don't think we want any of these. I think we're gonna stick to the run and shoot. I don't think we want to make anyone a tight end. Maybe 68 wouldn't be terrible. But as far as coming in, Butts ended up being the highest of the rated freshmen. But Lewis is the one with impact dev trait. I want to make some of these guys leave. Pew's our left tackle, 6'2". Alo Topiula, very good. He's going to be a senior, but 75. We needed that. Dom Drew coming in as freshman as a 69. We're going to have to move one of these guys to left guard. Probably be Drew. So this guy's over. TJ Hurd could be our right guard at 67. Yeah, Diaz ended up being the best. Roser is right behind him. Which one of these guys makes a better guard? 71. So move Diaz to guard. 72, 71, 75. And then we need to move Drew to right guard. Ooh, up to 74. Take that. Very nice. So our line is definitely not as good as last year because we're losing all our giants, but at least we're 70 and above at each position. He's actually a better tackle than he is a guard. Let's move him to left tackle. $70. Alright, Willis gets his depth trait to impact. That's nice. That's just, we just got the one. Alright, now the moment of truth, training results. Let's see what we're going to be looking like for next year. Alright, Sawyer Anderson got a +3, so he's up to 73. He's probably going to be our starter with his impact dev rate. Pure runner. Oh, he's got the head glitch. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can look at this all year. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see what it looks like compared to Tim Lin once we get the depth in the depth chart. We're down to a 67 overall. We finished the year at a 74, so that's a little worrying right there. Head away +1 to an 84. Let's see where his season health is all the way green now. But he's a senior. He's going to be carrying the load. Fun and Rander +2. He'll definitely getting some carries this year. Wisłowski +4 to an 89. 94 catch now. 94 short route running. Still not great on release. 678 now. But he should be good. Came back on 150. Collins we don't use. He's too tall. Harrison we don't use. Trace Burney +4 to a 77. Michael Scott only +1. And then Jade Mines +3. I don't mind our receiving core. We're looking okay. Some decent young guys. Don't need the tight ends. Hart +4. None of these guys are. Diaz is usable. +4. That's nice. And +2 for Alo. Very good. Greg Vance got +2. Roaster got +2. What else we can't use? Webster went up 69. Can't use him. Patterson +1. Not what we're looking for. Roberts at a +3. He's 83 overall now. Pierre Miller +6. He is actually under the height requirement, so I think our freshman was 67. See right up to a 75, which is nice. Nelson up +6, very good. Can't use him. Can't use him. Banks did not get better at all. Studio we don't use. DJ Kelly we don't use. Camden Jennings +4. Harvey, not much there. Kinsey +1. Our free safety this year, +2. Kane Willis just +1. Not the greatest. Scarborough +1. All right. So after an extremely busy offseason, James Madison looks to retool pretty much completely. So we do have some key transfers coming in from the portal. Sawyer Anderson coming in from U of A. He's going to be at a 73 overall. We'll be competing with Tim Lin this year, the true freshman, who's a 69 overall. But for right now, Sawyer Anderson looks like he's going to be leading JMU for the foreseeable future, sitting at 5'11", a current sophomore. The line had to be retooled completely. We had everyone over 6'2", so now our complete line is made up of everyone 6'2" and under. So that includes Marcus Roser, offensive tackle, coming in from Air Force at 73. Peter Diaz, 75 overall, coming in from Georgia Southern. And center Tana Ala Tupola, coming in from ASU, sitting at a 77 overall. Then we have our defensive transfers coming in. Remember, defensive line can be 6'2" and under. So Benny Patterson is 6'2". He's coming in from Michigan, 69 overall. Still just a sophomore, so has some room to grow there. We have 75 overall Cole Seawright coming in from Army. He is a senior, sitting at 5'10". And then 5'11", Nigel Nelson, also 75 overall, coming from Arkansas State. We have Bryson Banks, who is also coming in from Army. He is 5'8", so one of the smaller ones on our team for sure, but hopefully he can be scrappy enough to get the job done. So our linebacker core pretty much completely replaced. We lost Amar Thomas, we lost Gannon Weathersby, so hopefully this core can step up to the challenge. Also brought in Elijah McKenzie, who will probably be our third corner from Liberty, sitting at a 69 overall. He's also just he's a junior, so he has one more year to grow. But then we have Jalen Pollard, who is just a sophomore, coming in from Western Kentucky. We're liking him a lot as our free safety of the future. And that will bring a close to the inaugural season of James Madison and the Short Kings Challenge. Overall, I think we did pretty well. 8-5 we finished, and we won our bowl game. Ended up 62nd in overall recruiting class rank. Saying goodbye to Davy Belfort, bringing in the new era of Sawyer Anderson and Tim Lin at the helm. Sad to see him go, but we'll keep tabs on him and see how he's doing in the future. As for next year, we scrubbed the roster clean of all players, above the 6 feet line, except for the offensive line and defensive line. So we will see how we fare with truly everyone meeting the requirements for the challenge. But we're really looking forward to it. I'm gonna set our eyes on the conference title for next year. So if you made it this far, you stuck around, you're amazing. Like, subscribe, and then we'll see you on the next one. 2027 Short Kings Challenge continues. We'll see you guys.